Good morning, everybody. Today's Friday, June 18th, 2021. We got a lot of stuff to cover. Very exciting morning with AMC, GameStop. We got a couple of things with crypto and Mark Cuban, and we're starting right now. We got an hour until the market opens. Hope you guys are having a great start to your morning, getting ready for work, getting ready to go and start your day. What is up, everybody? Make sure to like the video and put something in the chat. Let me know what time it is near you guys. Are you on the East Coast where it's 8:30 a.m. or are you on West Coast where it's like 5:30 in the morning, or are you in Europe, Australia, New Zealand? Let me know what is up with you guys and make sure to like the video. It helps out a lot. But today we got a lot of exciting stuff to go over. We're gonna run through the topics we got on the right: AMC, GameStop, Ark Invest, some major purchases they just made, over $100 million in one particular stock. We're going to go over some crypto updates with Bitcoin. We're going to go over the IMF, Mark Cuban, and then we're going to finish off with the last little bit of the live stream going up with the market open, following AMC stock, following what is going on with the market, AMC, and also following what the suits are doing, checking in on them, seeing what's going on CNBC Live. But thank you guys for joining us this morning. We're just about to get started. I see that Raul is in South Africa. MV Beck is on the West Coast, 5:31 a.m. What's up, Raul? So yeah, please be sure to like the stream. Helps get this out to more people. And also, if you don't already follow me on the public.com investing app, make sure to do that so you can see what stocks I'm buying, selling in real time. Completely free to follow me. Just go to public.com/Michael. Make sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get this up to about 100 likes before we really get started. Today it helped get this out to more people, but this morning right now, AMC is still sitting above that $60 per share range. I added some new stocks to the bottom so you guys can see those scrolling through. We're still above $60 per share for AMC, above $223 for GameStop, in the green this morning for both of them. Yeah, Michael, crypto is selling off this morning. Mason the Monkey, good morning. As always, I appreciate you joining us. Always see your comments, appreciate those, so make sure to like the video. Crypto is getting, it's not the best morning for crypto, definitely not the best morning, but could be worse. It definitely could be worse. We're still having at least Ethereum above that 2,300. We're having Bitcoin above 35,000. Things could be a little bit worse for crypto. Clean energy. Are you talking about clean energy fuels? Clean energy fuels is getting a lot of attention on Wall Street Bets this morning. A lot of attention. Good morning, Michael, Raul, Mason the Monkey, everyone else who is just joining us. Let me know in the chat what time it is near you guys. If you're on the West Coast and it is like real early in the morning. Real early in the morning. Yeah, I know accounts are not the best this morning. There was even a scam the other day. Well, they say it wasn't a scam, but there's a crypto project that just went kaput the other day. Gone, disappeared, $2 billion vanished overnight. Mark Cuban got screwed. A bunch of people got screwed, lost billions and billions of dollars. So we'll go over that. But make sure to like the video. We're at about 15 likes. Let's see if we can get that up to 50 before we get into it. Daniel Tovar, what is up, my man? You're always here with us. Clayton Energy, Clayton, what is up? Michael, Florida gang, I'm from Florida originally. Sarasota, John Smith, 83. I wonder what AMP will be next June. 8:34 here. Yeah, good morning. Portland, Oregon. Jim Myers, what is up, Jim? Michael Gaeta, what is up? Thank you all for joining us this morning. Starting the market open today at 8:30 a.m. I just started a couple of minutes ago. If you are joining us later, I'm going to be putting timestamps down below once the stream wraps up, so you can skip ahead to any portion. Normal structure is going over the topics on the right, then we get into following a couple of stock charts, going over, checking in on the suits. We got to check in on the suits and see what they're doing on CNBC. So we'll check them out as well in a bit. But for right now, we are just going over a couple of topics, waiting till we get a couple more people to join us before we get into it, so you guys don't miss anything. Polkadot, Solana on Coinbase. Now, yeah, Polkadot the other day, we're not talking about that, but Polkadot was added. That's a pretty major move. Polkadot's a coin that we've talked about a lot. It's a coin I really like. It's, DeFi, competitor to Polygon. It is very, very interesting project. 6:35 here in Utah. Tough Jimmy. Good morning from Memphis, Tennessee. Isn't Memphis on Central Time, I believe? I'm pretty sure Nashville is, but not sure. Is Memphis also on Central Time? David Simmons, what's up? World Cup paintball is in Kissimmee. Very interesting. We're at 18 likes. Let's see if we could get that up just a bit more before we do get started. It'll help get this out to more people. Shiba Inu, what are my thoughts? Well, it is being listed on Coinbase Pro. That should be something pretty exciting. Like Coinbase Pro has been on a spree lately. They've been adding Polkadot. They added, Shiba Inu. They added They added Keeps. They added CHZ. They added a lot of new coins, about 5 to 8 new coins within the last 2 weeks alone. They've been on a roll. Whatever's clever, what is up? Michael and John Smith 83. We're at 22 likes. Let's see if we can get that up just a bit more, because I don't want people to miss. What happens is that everyone ends up joining a bit later. They miss what already happened, and then I feel bad because, we have to cover everything again. We might have to repeat some stuff, and I don't want that to have to happen. Yeah, Shiba Inu has been making some major moves, listed on a couple of new exchanges just in the last couple of days. Shiba Inu has been getting a lot of attention. How is DraftKings doing? DraftKings, my opinion, great position right now. Even with the short seller report, I wouldn't worry too much about DraftKings. It is a stock that has a lot of potential, growing industry, and it has been relatively flat, I believe, the last couple of days. It's still below that $50 per share range. Right now, it's trading at $49.20. You'll see it scroll across the bottom of the screen in a minute. So you will see that. Hello, Newman, Jorge, hello. Make sure to just like the stream. We're trying to get this up to 50 likes before we do get started, because I don't want to make anyone miss anything. I want to make sure everyone is here for what we have to cover. Jorge Martinez, a lot of call options, yes, for what is going on with AMC. Is there any short interest in SNDL? Michael Gaeta, yes, there is a pretty high short interest in AMC, GameStop, SNDL. We are seeing a lot of stocks with a high short interest right now. And the surprising thing is short sellers are not backing off. Short sellers are continuing to bet against retail investors, and they just keep getting burned time and time again. We're at 35 likes. Let's get 15 more. Let's see who's the 50th like. Let me know in the chat, and then we will get started. Happy T, thoughts on maps? We'll touch on that a bit later. Have you guys seen what has been going on with STEM Inc? I know I talk about this stock a lot, but STEM Inc consistently, every single day recently, STEM Inc has been going up consistently. Yesterday was up 9%. For the last 30 days, it's up 107%. STEM Inc is a stock that's finally getting the attention it deserves. It's continuing to go up, and it's a stock that I really like. But besides that, Shiba to the moon. Yeah, Jorge. Good morning, Haroon. Good morning. We got 10 more likes before we do get into today's video. And we're going to cover the topics on the right. Then we'll get right into the market open, check in on the suits at the end, and see what's going on with AMC and GameStop. So we're at 39. Let's see if we can get 10 more. Good morning, Haroon. Let me know if you are just joining us what time it is near you guys. Someone said something about a glitch. What glitch, John Smith? I don't know if you guys saw with Dogecoin yesterday. Also, there was a report that came out on Dogecoin. Someone's trying to spread some FUD about Dogecoin, saying it's the bad boy of crypto, saying that Dogecoin is a pump and dump scheme orchestrated by Elon Musk, that it's not going anywhere. So I thought that was a pretty interesting article. We will touch on that a bit more later, if not on the live stream. I'm going to do a whole video on it. Clover Health, yes, Clover Health has not been making as big of a move lately. The main meme stock that has been moving has been AMC. AMC has been making the most gains out of the meme stocks, because really we can't see all of them increase. We're going to only see either GameStop, AMC, Clover Health. It's like every day people are focusing on one or the other. The reason why AMC did well yesterday is because it was really like a united front from retail investors, Wall Street bets. We saw most people focusing on that. The volume was very high for AMC versus other stocks where the volume was pretty low, like Clover Health, GameStop. All of those had lower volumes yesterday than average. James and Games, you're in Naples. Naples, nice. What's your Atita Etham, morning from Boston? Let's go. And Nell Dog 1, 5:39 a.m. call. Wow. You are up early. West Coast. Hi from South Carolina. Let's see if we could get this up to 50 likes before we do really get into all the good stuff with AMC, GameStop, and we're going to cover all the topics on the right. If you're just joining us, hope you guys are having a great morning, getting ready for work, getting ready to see AMC have another great day, because we are still above $60 per share. Things are looking good with AMC. Market manipulation is getting old. Yeah, I mean, Wesley, it's going on everywhere lately. With crypto, we see we see people are trying to manipulate Dogecoin's price. We saw the other day the whole scheme that went on with Mark Cuban. He lost money. People lost over $2 billion within the span of like 4 hours. $2 billion gone. South Africa. Ooh, that's definitely on my list of places to go to very soon. 2:41 p.m. there. Appreciate you watching. Danville, Kentucky. What's up, Wesley? Till this day, Cleveland. You're in Cleveland. Nice. Canadian, 5:41 a.m. Let's go. Doge holder from Tampa. Diamond Hands Jason, what is up? Daniel Lee, I appreciate all you guys commenting. Let's get this up to 50, and then we will get started this morning. Hope you guys like the new setup we have here. I redesigned the whole streams, so we got the stock ticker symbols on the bottom. Comment down below your favorite stock, because I will be including those on the scrolling ticker on the bottom from now on. Also, if you want to see what stocks I'm buying, I put reports out. It's like a Patreon, but it's free. public.com/Michael. Make sure to check that out. You just bought on Gemini to buy Bitcoin and Ether on Celsius. Yeah, Gemini is great. Gemini, you can buy Bitcoin, you can buy Ethereum, you could even buy Dogecoin. They added Dogecoin recently, so that is exciting. Atlanta, Georgia, Jorge, that's my guy. I'm in Georgia as well. Atlanta, Georgia, 8:42 a.m. We're at 48 likes. Let's get 2 more, and then we're going to get into the content, into the list that we have planned for the market open, before we get into CNBC Live, before we get into following the charts and checking in on the suits. You know we got to check in on the suits. We can't leave them there yet. Raul, Neo. Neo is a stock that has a lot going for them. I have a video planned for them. It's like a 20-minute deep dive into Neo, going to be released after the live stream later today. Have you guys heard about what is going on with Mark Cuban? That whole coin, it was called Iron Finance. That was crazy. $2 billion vanished over a matter of a couple of hours. Japan in the house. Joseph, that is very cool. I've never been to Japan. Definitely want to go there. Closest I've been is Australia and New Zealand. Those are places where I've been going. Great job sharing your knowledge with everyone. Thank you. And if you guys do want to see the one of the portfolios, I'm going to be adding a new $100,000 portfolio from scratch, breaking down exactly what I'm investing in with specific cryptos. I think we're going to keep that more in crypto. I'm going to be adding that to Patreon. I don't post very much on Patreon, but when I do, I try to make it as insightful, as clear, and informational as possible. So make sure to check that out. Hi, James. Manolo, what is up? Mark Cuban up to no good, John. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are very, very upset with Mark Cuban. They are not happy with what he did yesterday and the day before with Iron Finance. People lost a lot of money, and the company, basically the project came out and said, you know what? We're going to just wrap it up. We're not going to try and revive this. We're done. We're going to move on to other projects. A bit fishy. They said it was a bank run. People lost What happened was people tried to sell all of their positions all at the same time. There wasn't enough money backing it. It's like with the bank. If everyone tried to go to the bank at the same time and try and withdraw their money, it wouldn't all be there. They said that's what happened. That is what happened. How do I feel about people selling Doge and switching to Shiba Inu? I think it's a bit ridiculous. But thank you everyone for joining us. Let's see if we can continue getting the likes up, getting more people. We're at about 108 people now. If we can get the stream to 1,000 people, I will stay on longer than normal today. So just make sure to like the video. We did start a bit earlier. Right now, AMC is still in the green. Good sign. AMC is in the green this morning. Barely, just barely. It was holding above $60 per share last time we took a look at it. Right now, it's at $60.50 per share. What is up, Angel Reyes? Like your channel. Thank you. Greetings from Lithuania. You guys, I read all your comments. Anyone who follows me on public.com/Michael, you're going to get up to $50 in a free stock, and I will follow every single person back. You can ask Brian. I followed Brian yesterday. Who else did I follow? Anyone who followed me yesterday, I followed back. So if you want to join, make sure to follow me there. And let's just get right into it. I don't want to waste any more time. Okay, here we go. One screen is going to be switching. There we go. Okay, start off this morning with AMC, first stock on our list, part of the AMC community, part of it, the Ape Nation. Make sure to like the video, comment down below if you're bullish for today on AMC. Right now with AMC, important stuff that has come out recently, no one is talking about, we'll get into. Right now, AMC stock is sitting at $60.57 per share pre-market, down just a bit. Yesterday closed above 60 for the first time in a long time. June 2nd was the only other day ever we had seen AMC stock close above $60 per share. So that is a great sign. It's setting us up to have another green day for AMC, setting us up to have another really good day. Right now, when we're looking at AMC stock, a couple of things I like to keep in mind is people are not talking about long-term, what's happening with the short interest, what's happening with the actual cash on their balance sheet. And what's been going on is right now, AMC, a lot of reports have been coming out trying to spread some FUD on AMC, trying to get us retail investors to sell our positions, to move to other stocks and get people distracted from what's really going on with AMC. And what we are seeing is a report came out just yesterday saying a couple of things. This is a good one, but this one was about AMC bankruptcy risk has been reduced until 2024. This is something that is very positive long-term for AMC. We already know the short interest is high. We already know the short squeeze has not happened yet for AMC, but looking at AMC long-term, this is a great thing. Right now, AMC has over $2 billion in cash on hand. They were able to raise about $1.25 billion within the last couple of weeks. We saw them raise about $1 billion in 1 week alone, just, I believe, about 2 weeks ago. First quarter, they raised about $813 million in cash in total. Right now, they have about $2 billion in cash. And this is a good sign because even if we see the entire movie theater industry and movie theaters in general, even if we see attendance continue to be at a much lower level than we saw pre-pandemic, AMC will be able to burn the cash. They have the cash on hand to be able to withstand that when many other movie theater chains are not going to be able to. We've seen AMC start to talk about acquiring new theaters, and what we're seeing now is that even with everything going on with movie theaters not being able to survive, having less people attending, we're seeing these numbers rebound. And according to the data, it says that right now we're on track for about 25 to 30% of pre-pandemic levels. This will result in about $300 million in additional cash burn for AMC in Q2 of 2021. Going forward, if we see about 75% of capacity, 75% of attendance levels that we saw pre-pandemic, they'll be burning about $250 million in cash per year. So you can see this right here, 70% attendance, they'd be burning about $540 million. 80% would be burning about $360 million, and 90% would be burning about $180 million. Either way, the one thing that I think this report definitely misses out on, doesn't address, is the fact that even if we see pre-pandemic levels for attendance, we don't see those levels. We see levels a lot lower. The thing to keep in mind is that AMC can now reinvent themselves. They've raised a lot of money. They have about $2 billion in cash on hand. They can reinvent their entire business. They can say, look, you know what? Maybe we want to make more high-end movie theaters. Maybe we want to diversify a bit and not just be in traditional movie theater chain, because we all know movie theaters are not as profitable as they were previously. Now we have streaming services, we have Netflix, Disney Plus. Movies are being released on both platforms at the same time now. But either way, AMC is in a good position there. I think they have a lot of cash on hand to be prepared for anything going on. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate that you like the new setup. Other thing with AMC that other people aren't talking about is right now with AMC, this page is not loading, but it's explaining how there is no sign that a short interest, that the short squeeze is taking place. Essentially, what it is saying is that right now, everyone is talking, this page does not want to load, but what it's talking about is right now, people are looking at AMC. Institutions are saying, well, you know what, you might want to get out. They're just spreading FUD because right now, there's no evidence at all that a short squeeze has taken place. It's actually quite the opposite. It's that a short squeeze is imminent, it's going to happen, and it's just a matter of time. Because right now we're seeing short volume ratio is still at 20% for AMC. It's much higher than it has been recently. Yes, we've been between 18 as high as 23% over the last 2 weeks. But if we look at the charts and where it has been over the last couple of months, it's even higher than it was back in January. It's the same, if not higher, than where it was back in January. The chart doesn't seem to want to load, but let me try and pull this up. Here we go. Is it going to load? We will see. But either way, what we are seeing right now is that there is no evidence that a short squeeze has taken place yet. We are setting ourselves up for one to happen because over the last week, short sellers have lost over $500 million, $500 million, and we are continuing to see AMC's stock price increase. Yes, we could possibly see a gamma squeeze happen today, tomorrow, with all the call options that are expiring. Very possible. But hedge funds are just continuing to bet against AMC, and it doesn't quite make any sense. It's like they're losing money. They see that retail investors are continuing to put money into AMC, yet at the same time, they're like, we don't care. We'll lose $500 million. We're going to continue to lose money. And at some point, they're just not going to be able to sustain that. When that happens, that will be the day that we see the short squeeze take place. That'll be the day that we actually see AMC's price probably break $100 per share and go even higher. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed in the stock market. But what we do know is that if we see AMC's stock price, if we see the short volume ratio decrease from, let's say, 22% down to 7%, that'll be when the shorts cover their positions, and that'll be when we see the price increase dramatically, have another 100%, 50 to 100% gain in a single day. What's up, Jorge Angel? Happy T. LOL, get shot. Caleb, what's up? Thank you guys for joining. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video. Let's see if we can get this up to 100 likes. It helps get these out to more people. Helps me out a lot. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes by 9 a.m. And okay, other things I do want to go over right now with AMC. People don't talk about this, but again, I think it's important. I definitely think it's important. And what I do want to go over is what is going on with Wall Street bets. Right here on the chart, this is a chart that shows the last 24 hours how AMC and all the other meme stocks on Wall Street bets have been spoken about. You can see this chart labels how much each stock has been mentioned based on the stock ticker symbol. CLNE is the most mentioned stock on Wall Street bets at this moment over the last 24 hours. The second is AMC, which is nearly identical in number of mentions. We see that CLNE is at 1431 and AMC is at 1402. That just means how many times these stocks have been mentioned on Wall Street bets. Because you can see this is just a data collector. It says Wall Street mention trends, and you could just talk. You could search for any stock ticker symbol. But right now we are seeing that AMC is the second most talked about on Wall Street Bets. And while this isn't the only indicator you should be looking at, this is something that I find very important. People don't talk about this. I don't see any other channels really looking into how much people are mentioning these. But you got to remember, with a short squeeze, the things that are most important in my mind are going to be, first of all, short volume ratio, obviously most important. Right now we're seeing AMC have a 20% short volume ratio. That's an ideal candidate for a short squeeze. Second thing is, how strong is the community? Right now AMC's community is very strong. It has not weakened at all. It's actually been getting stronger and stronger, and we're seeing that people are still talking about AMC more now than they ever have before. We're seeing people are saying, oh, AMC, like the suits are saying AMC is the short squeeze is over. People should go find something else to invest in. Go find other stocks, go find another game. But the problem is we're still seeing people talk about AMC just as much as they did a couple months ago, if not more. We also talk about Google Trends. Google Trends data is showing that people are looking up AMC more now than they have over the last couple of days. So something just to keep in mind is that the community is not, fading away. It's getting stronger, and we're still continuing to see the same levels and same amount of people talking about AMC as they were before. And finally, last thing I do want to go over before we get into GameStop and a couple of other topics is this. We talked about it briefly yesterday, but again, not enough attention is getting on this, and we don't have too many people in the stream right now, so I do want to just briefly talk about this because it is important. The first thing is that AMC Theaters has supposedly already acquired two new theaters. One, which is the Grove near West Hollywood, and the other, which is the Americana at the Brand in Glendale. This is important because both of these are very prominent movie theaters in primetime locations where they're going to be able to generate a lot of revenue down the road. And this data was really leaked by AMC in their website. They uploaded AMC Americana 14 and AMC Grove to their website, and they took them down quickly after. But the important thing is look, AMC, like I've said, they're in a great position for a short squeeze. They're continuing to raise more money. And with all this extra capital, they're going to be able to reinvent themselves. They're going to be able to figure out how to be profitable long term, and they're going to be able to acquire any other theaters that are struggling. So if all the other theaters go out of business, go bankrupt, are struggling, AMC can swoop in, scoop up new locations, and boom, they are the clear winner in the space. So that's what's going on with AMC. Let's go quickly on what is going on with. Let's talk about what is going on with GameStop. So right now, pre-market, GameStop's stock price is sitting right around $223 per share. GameStop is at $223 per share, down only about 0.46%. Relatively stable. We have seen the volume for GameStop drop significantly over the last couple of days. Right now, the volume is only at 17,000.22, a little lower than we have seen it. The average volume over the last 3 months has been over 10 million shares. Yesterday was a very low day in terms of volume, only about 2-3 million shares. That's because a lot of people were focusing on what is going on with AMC, how many people were actually focused on that versus GameStop versus all these other stocks. So volume for AMC has been down quite a bit. Short interest still looks very good for GameStop. Right now, the short interest is still showing that we are in a clear, short squeeze scenario. Short interest is at 20%, has not gone down at all. It is still in a very good position to see a short squeeze. Everyone who says, Michael, we've already seen a short squeeze happen. These stocks are dead. They're not going anywhere. That's just wrong because short volume ratio is high, community is strong, and other big news with GameStop is that we talked about this a bit yesterday, but again, important to mention, GameStop is going to be joining the Russell 1000. The Russell 1000 is made up of large cap stocks. So the important thing here is we may see a little bit of a downtrend with GameStop over the next week and a half. Because on June 25th, Russell 1000 will be rebalancing. And once this index is rebalanced, the Russell 2000 is going to be selling off all of their GameStop shares. Russell 1000 is going to buy GameStop shares. And overall, it's going to be probably about a net selling effect of 5 million shares. of GameStop. So that could have negative effects, especially on June 25th, June 26th, whatever happens on those days because of GameStop joining the Russell 1000. Other hand, it should be pretty good for AMC because AMC will continue to be in the Russell 2000. It's going to be the largest stock or largest position in there. If you guys are just joining me, make sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get it up to 100 likes. If you own AMC, if you own crypto, if you like this sort of content, please be sure to like the video. It helps me out a lot, helps get these videos out to more people. And let me also know, if you were just joining us, what time it is near you guys. Good morning, good morning. Happy T, what is up? Christopher, eToro is listing a bunch more coins on Monday. Hopefully pump a few. Yeah, eToro doesn't have the same effect as Coinbase, but should be very exciting to see what happens with the coins they are listing. Constantly now we are seeing a lot of new coins being listed on all different platforms. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Right now we're at 86 likes. We've already covered AMC and GME. So if you are just joining us, we will get back to those in a couple of minutes. But I do want to talk about a couple of other topics first. Please be sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get this up to 100 likes. We're at 91. Let me know if you're the 100th like. We got a big day ahead of us for GameStop and AMC. AMC, the good news with AMC, yesterday we closed above 60. Short interest is still high. What is going on with synthetic shares? We don't even know really how high the short interest is. It's probably a lot higher than what's actually being reported. So we're in a great position. 6 a.m. here in California. Kenny, early. Kimberly, what is up? Good morning. 9 a.m. New York. Travis, 9 a.m. here. A lot of people on the East Coast. Google. Tuscan, Arizona. On the way to the gym. That's good. What is today? Friday. Very, very exciting. We're at 93 likes. Okay, let's get into the next couple of topics. But if you are just joining us, we will get back to AMC, GME Stock. I want to go over a couple of other things first and check in on the suits over there at CNBC because it's interesting to see what they have to say. But let's get back into a couple of the other topics with Ark Invest in particular. So Ark Invest had its first day where it closed in. It had its biggest gaining day in the last couple of weeks. It was up over 3% just yesterday. And the last time that Ark Invest closed above this level was back on May 11th when it was up 6.27%. Other things is Ark Invest recently just made big purchases. I like to keep an eye on them. They made big purchases with DraftKings and with Roblox. Over $40 million worth of DraftKings, about $10-11 million in a single day of Roblox. And the important things right now is we're looking at the charts with ARKK, their flagship fund. We saw it rise above the 50-day moving average for the first time in a while. We had dropped below that back in we had dropped below that in like March when the entire market fell, when we saw a lot of the high growth, high tech stocks fall, but now we are seeing it bounce back and is above that 50-day moving average. No, it's not a recording, Happy T. Not a recording. How can I make it so doesn't feel like that? I don't want it to feel like that. I'm just talking. The problem is I always film all these videos. Like every single YouTube video I film is not cut at all. So I just get used to talking about everything I want to talk about without having to cut anything. Because that's how I do every video. I don't cut. I don't stop and start recording. It's just one take. That's it. So if you think it's like a recording, it's because I'm just used to talking the entire time without stopping, because that's just how the normal videos are. See ya, Happy T. Yeah, AMC is starting to move a bit. Okay, but with Lucid, I like to look at this thing called Lucid Tracking. If you've never heard of it, you can follow what a couple of the top funds. You can look at Ark Invest and see exactly what stocks they're buying and selling. One stock in particular that Ark Invest did just buy quite a bit of is a stock called TTD, the Trade Desk. It is a digital advertising marketing platform. Very exciting platform. Right now, I am very bullish on this. We've talked about some of their competitors recently, but the Trade Desk had a big announcement just the other day. They're entering India's ad tech market. It's exciting because right now, Indian consumers are spending about 70% of their time on the internet, and almost 80% of India's digital ad revenue still goes to big tech platforms which sit outside the open market. So the important thing is what Trade Desk is trying to do is Trade Desk is essentially, they're in the ad tech space. What they're trying to do is they're offering a marketplace where customers can purchase various types of advertisements, and it's a marketplace for running digital ads. They're in a very fast-growing industry. Digital marketing, digital advertisements are continuing to grow very rapidly, and especially with this announcement of them entering the Indian market, my opinion is going to be a great thing. Next up, I do want to quickly touch on the crypto market. Right now, crypto is down about 3.58%. Bitcoin down 3.5%. Ethereum down 4%. Dogecoin down 3%. It officially broke below that 30 cents per coin resistance. Not the best of sign. But the good news with this right now is that at least we are seeing Bitcoin and Ethereum continue to hold above like their major support lines. Bitcoin has a big support at 35,000 ever since Elon Musk and Tesla came out and said that they will be accepting Bitcoin again in the near future. We saw Bitcoin's price rise, broke above 40,000. However, unfortunately, we have seen it retreat since then. I like the crypto market right now. Cardano, Ethereum really are all at great prices, great entry points. I've been buying them consistently. A big news that came out yesterday was actually with El Salvador. I don't know if you've heard, but have you guys heard about what's going on with El Salvador and Bitcoin? Yeah, I mean, it is something that has been going on for a while. It is something where they are trying to make Bitcoin legal tender, and some people are not happy about it. Other people are actually pretty excited about it. But what we're seeing right now is that El Salvador asked the World Bank for a little bit of help of issuing and implementing Bitcoin as legal tender in the country. And what happened was the World Bank refused. They said that while the government did approach us for assistance on Bitcoin, this is not something the World Bank can support given the environmental and transparency shortcomings. They said that, look, even though El Salvador needs help, they're asking for help for implementing Bitcoin, making it legal tender, figuring out how to make this actually work. They're not going to help them. The IMF says we are not going to help you because there's too many issues, too many environmental concerns, too many regulation concerns because the government can't control Bitcoin. They can't regulate it, and it promotes illegal activities, they said. That's why they got out of it. But according to El Salvador, they actually are getting help from another source. Even though the IMF isn't helping them, the World Bank, central banks are not helping them. The Central American Bank for Economic Integration, the CABEI, which is made up of 15 countries in Central America, said it will provide technical assistance to help El Salvador implement Bitcoin as legal tender. The one thing that I like to think about with Bitcoin and El Salvador, it's very important, is while it is exciting that El Salvador says they're going to be implementing Bitcoin as legal tender, the problems there's three main problems. The first problem is that a lot of these developing countries that are not doing the best economically, don't have the best internet access. For example, El Salvador has the second worst internet access in all of Central America, only ahead of Honduras. Honduras is worse in terms of internet access. And if people don't have access to the internet, then they can't really use Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto. The second thing is how up-to-date people's devices are. Because if your device, let's say you have a smartphone, if your smartphone keeps breaking, it isn't up to date, you don't have enough data, well, then it can't work either. And that's been a problem. We spoke about this the other day, but a lot of people in El Salvador don't have the best of smart devices. And if you don't have the best of smart devices, you don't have internet access, well, then you're going to run into issues with actually being able to implement crypto. And the third and final thing is data plans. If you don't have a solid data plan, well, then you could run your data limit, and you're not going to be able to use crypto. So yes, even though it's ideal scenario where people could use a decentralized currency, a lot of the countries that are going to be looking to implement Bitcoin don't actually have the best of internet access, the best of devices with the majority of the population. A lot of the times the countries are not as wealthy as the US or countries in Europe, and they're struggling economically. So most people just aren't going to have the best of experiences with crypto because it's going to be hard for them to actually access it. Just something to keep in mind. But officially, the IMF says they are not against El Salvador implementing Bitcoin, but they're not going to help them. So interesting combination there, but we will see what happens. Before we get into the next topic, if you are just joining us, we got 21 minutes till the market opens. We're going to go back and talk about AMC and GameStop as the market's opening. But please be sure to like the video. Let's see if we can get this up to 200 likes. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in this morning, and comment down below what you hate about my stream. I want to know what you guys hate because then I can fix it and we can work on it for next time. We can make it a bit better. You can see we're trying to make the streams better and better every time. I added the stock ticker symbols on the bottom. I've added, topics we're going to talk about on the right. Redesigned the live stream setup. I don't see anyone else having this sort of live stream setup on YouTube. So let me know what you don't like about the stream. If it's just me, you can let me know it's me. We can find someone else to talk on my channel. But just let me know what you don't like about the stream, and we will try and work on making it better and better. Just keep progressing, keep getting better. But anyways, let's get back into this. Let's talk about Mark Cuban. This was something that was shocking to the crypto world, was shocking to just everyone yesterday. And what happened was Mark Cuban came out yesterday, and he basically got screwed, got the rug pulled out from underneath him with a crypto project he has invested. One project that he has been invested in that he talked about on Twitter the other day is a project called Iron Finance Token. He came out on Twitter. He said this is one of the two projects he was investing in recently. Came out just the other day. After he spoke about it, we saw over $1 billion in capital flow into this crypto project called Iron Finance Token. And what happens is whenever we see these billionaires like Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, whenever they talk about a crypto project, what we see is that it's like a stamp of approval. People say, oh, if this billionaire likes this project, this billionaire's invested in this coin, well, I'm going to invest in it because they've done their research. They've done their research. They support it. They like everything about it. And it can't be a scam if Mark Cuban invested in it. But what happened the other day is essentially everyone got screwed. Everyone got screwed. $2 billion of liquidity gone in the matter of a couple of hours. We saw the coin go from a price of $64 per share down to a price of, look at this, 0.000000029. I might even have missed a zero. But essentially, it went from $64 down to $0 per share. Completely gone. The project put no longer around. And while they came out and responded to the project Iron Finance, they didn't say, we don't know too many details about it, but they said it wasn't a scam. Like other cryptos have been made as complete scams. The whole purpose of them, they had no point in the first place. But what happened with this coin is that Mark Cuban, he had spoken about it. A lot of attention was drawn to it. And then what happened is Mark Cuban came out and says that, look, he got hit just as hard as everyone else. He doesn't like what happened, and he lost a lot of money as well. Some people are calling him out, saying they have a hard time believing that. Like, how could he not know about what's going on behind the scenes? How could he have lost money when he was, a billionaire who's invested in the project, and he should have done his research? He said he was just lazy, but people are saying that really can't be the case. Iron Finance came out and responded the other day, and they came out and said exactly what happened. People thought it was just a scam, that Iron Finance, their founders, the co-founders, and the whales in Iron Finance just sold off all of their position, and that's what caused it to crash. They had this planned all along. But Iron Finance came out and said, look, this is the first large-scale bank run ever. And what they mean is that if everyone tries to go to a bank and withdraw all of their money at the same time, whether, it's just a bank down the street or whatever it is, what you see is that the bank doesn't have enough cash on hand to be able to give people their money. Like if everyone in your area went to the Chase Bank or went to the Bank of America, they only have so much cash available there. They don't keep it all there. They don't expect everyone to come and try and get it at the same time. And what happened is essentially the Iron Finance team, they came out and said that there was something wrong with the code. There was a negative feedback loop, and as a result, when a couple of large holders, a couple of whale accounts in Iron Finance, they sold their tokens, they said what happened is it created like a a bunch of fear in the market, and everyone else ran away, ran for the hills, went to go sell their tokens as well, and then everyone was trying to sell at the same time, and there just wasn't enough liquidity. There wasn't enough liquidity for people to go ahead and cash out their positions. So that's what happened. And according to the post, they said, really, when people panic, run over the bank to withdraw their money in a short period of time, the bank may and will collapse because there's just simply not enough money on hand in order to be able to pay out all of the people. So it doesn't matter how much money you have in a bank, you only can get so much money out at a time. They said that's what happened with Iron Finance. Hard to believe, but as a result of this, Mark Cuban has come out and said, look, we need to have more regulations in place for these so-called stable coins. He said, should we require $1 in US currency for every dollar or define acceptable collateralization options like US treasuries? He said, how much do we need to have collateral in order to call a coin a stable coin? Because a stable coin should be backed by the US dollar, should be very secure. But in the case of Iron Finance, it was not. He said probably, given stablecoins most likely need to get to hundreds of millions of dollars or more in value in order to be useful, they should have to register. And now he is calling for some regulations to be put in place for DeFi tokens and some of the stablecoins, some things similar to Iron Finance, so this doesn't happen again. It'll be interesting to see what does happen if we see more regulations in place. Like, yes, we want to see crypto be decentralized, not see big players get in, but at the same time, we don't want to see what happened to Iron Finance and the $2 billion lost happen again. We don't want to see that happen. Like, I don't want people losing all of their money investing in a coin because a billionaire invested in it or invested in any stock and then see everyone lose their money. It's not ideal. We don't want that at all. So at least with these cryptos, maybe stable coins, there might be some regulations put in place, but we'll see what happens there. And last up, we talked about Mark Cuban, we talked about IMF, we covered really all of these topics. But now let's get into, okay, there was a couple of companies that did have their IPO. It's not on our list of topics. We have 14 minutes until the market opens, but I do want to talk about one company in particular that officially is going to be IPOing today. Very exciting. It's in an industry that I don't hear a lot about, but it's a very important industry, and that is in the mental health space. A company called ATAI Life Sciences. They announced their pricing of their IPO. They're going to be going public. Trading should be starting today on June 18th. And ATAI Life Sciences is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company aiming to transform the treatment of mental health disorders. They're going to be IPOing at a price of about $15 per share based on, that's what they're set to IPO at. And they're going to get about $225 million in cash in order to help grow the business from this IPO. Stock ticker symbol for this is going to be ATAI, and they had an interview earlier today on CNBC before we came live. Sorry I didn't get that in time. We'll check on CNBC and the suits in a bit to see if they do still have that interview going. But a couple things to keep in mind with this company is what I like about it. It was founded very recently, 2018, and it aims to essentially, I didn't have that on the screen for you guys, but here we go. So ATAI Life Sciences. Right here, clinical stage biopharmaceutical company aiming to transform the treatment of mental health disorders. $15 per share. I thought I had this on the screen for you guys. And the stock ticker symbol is ATAI. But, okay, very interesting company. It's in an industry that we don't see many companies talked about a lot, but it's a very pressing issue. Mental health disorders, never going away, always going to be around, and I feel like they've gotten even worse, especially with the pandemic. So not going away anytime soon. Industry that I don't see too many companies talked about. Okay, got that covered. You guys are seeing it on the screen right now. The other thing is they said that they are, psychedelic treatment developer ATAI Life Sciences, priced 15 million shares, IPO at $15 per share. The interesting thing about this company is that it is in the psychedelic space, like psychedelic treatments. And at first, like when they first where the company first was founded back in 2018, that whole stigma around psychedelics and psychedelic treatments might have pushed some people away from wanting to invest in the company. But now it's becoming much more widely accepted, and we're seeing that they already have 10 therapeutic programs, including 5 psychedelic compounds in the pipeline. And This is an industry where I think it's never going to go away. It's only going to get bigger because mental health disorders are very important, should not be overlooked, and just something I did want to point out to you guys. But let me know what your thoughts are on ATAI stock ticker symbol ATAI, which will be IPOing later today. Mary Clifford, I appreciate you watching, and let's take a look at these couple of stocks, and then we'll check in on the suits. 11 minutes till the market opens. AMC stock price is at $61.91. We are seeing a bit of a run up over the last couple of minutes. If you can, please be sure to like the video. We are at 116 likes. Let's see if we can get that up to 150 and 200 before the market. Let's see if we can get that to 200 before the market opens. I know we can. I know we definitely can. Ral, we got the bell ready. We're going to check in on the suits while everything is going. We're going to check in on the suits for the bell. So we'll see what happens there. But I can download. I'll get one just in case. Just in case the suits don't deliver. We got an issue like we had yesterday. I will go ahead, make sure we got another one just in case. Here we go. But, okay, so right now, AMC's price is at $61.91. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's going to be another green day? Please be sure to like the video. We are at, how many likes are we at? 120, 122. Let's see how high we can get it. I'm sure we can get it to 200 before the market opens. We got a strong community here. I'm getting the stock market bell ready. Let's see. I don't even know what this bell is going to sound like. But we'll get one. Let's see. I'm going to see. You got the bell. That's what liquidity on tokenomics coin. Should I have put in SafeMoon? Stream is straight. You hit just on specific points. Minimal fluff. Love it. Thank you, Jonas. Alive. I appreciate that. That'll work. Well, I'm just getting the bell ready. We'll do that one. Okay, download. There we go. So we got 9 minutes until the market opens. We are pulling up AMC. AMC stock is at $61.78. We are seeing AMC stock continue to have a very high short interest this morning, yesterday. And green day for sure. I agree. I think we will have a green day as well. Good news is that we did close above $60 per share yesterday. So we have positioned ourselves well to have another breakout day again. If we could see another 10% gain today, we would be close to that $70 per coin range. Why is nobody talking about Titan? Are you talking about Titan Finance? We just talked about Titan Finance. We talked about Doge quite a bit a little earlier in the stream, Tacky Gamer. So we could touch on it again, but make sure to rewind this if you haven't already. Right now, AMC, the tickers on the bottom will update in a minute. Let's take a look. This morning, we are seeing AMC in the green, up 1.3%. Iron Mountain, it's a dividend stock, 0.4% in the green. Clean Energy Fuels up 5%. That looks to be our biggest gainer out of the meme stocks. It is. BlackBerry up 0.96%. And for the most part, meme stocks look to be fairly stable, maybe a little bit in the red this morning. Market, for the most part, NASDAQ up 0.87%. S&P 500 is down 0.75%. The hedgies are not backing down. They just like to lose money, it feels like. I feel like they just like to lose money. Seems we probably will see some people taking profits at the end of the day today. A lot of you guys have been talking about that, but we probably will see profits being taken at the end of the day. Can you see Wolf? Yeah, we could look at WOOF. Petco. Not much movement at all. Look at that volume. 8.49 thousand. That volume is barely anything. Barely anything. Like, for example, $23 a share, only 8.4 thousand volume. That's not a lot at all. Like, we're not going to see any what we're seeing today is it looks like going to be a pretty flat day, at least for Petco. Not going to have much movement. A lot of the volume is going into AMC. Like AMC, we are at 2.47 for the volume. I mean, I guess so, Patrick. I guess so. But it just seems like they like to lose money. It just seems like they like to lose money. If you are just joining us, 6 minutes until the market opens. We covered a lot of different topics earlier, so you can always rewind. We're going to put timestamps down below. We go live every single morning, so make sure to join us. I think we'll start going live at 8:30, because then we'll have an hour until the market opens. Please be sure to like the stream. It helps me out a lot. We're at 131. Let's see if we can get that up to 150 or even 200. Let's see if we can get to 200 before the market opens. Let's put on some background music. There we go. What about Skills? Someone is asking. Skills is a very interesting stock, because with Skills, the interesting thing about it is the short interest is very, very high. Short volume ratio is very, very high. So when we're looking at Skills, it has a lot of the ingredients for a short squeeze. However, it also is a really, really strong company in a fast-growing industry. It's down significantly from all-time highs. When we look at, let's say, the daily chart, we're down significantly from all-time highs. All-time high was at $46 per share. We are only at $18, just about $19 per share. So it's a very interesting stock. I do own Skills. I've owned it for a while. If we're talking about a potential short squeeze, it definitely is possible for Skills, because it has a high short interest. It's a company that I feel like a lot of people actually really like. So it'll be interesting to see how that continues to play out. But right now, the focus has been on AMC. I'm holding 1,400 Doge at 50 cents. What's your opinion about it? Dogecoin, it's like, if you believe in it, you like the company, you like the movement, you like being part of the community, keep it. You shouldn't put any money in Dogecoin, or at this point with AMC, Dogecoin, all of these, you shouldn't put money in you can't afford to lose. But that's really with any stock. Any investment you make, you shouldn't put any money in that you can't afford to lose. Beast X 100, 101 X Dogecoin. What is up? Let's see if we can get that up to 150 likes before the market opens. Let's check in on the suits real quick. We'll check in on the suits. Oh, we got to reload this. He's frozen. What? Why is that doing that? Oh, well, today again, doesn't look to be like the suits want. They don't seem to want to keep us to watch what they're doing. But, okay. 3 minutes into the market open, guys. We will pull on the screen what is going on with AMC and GameStop in a minute. I'm just trying to pull up one thing so we got that going. Logged me out of what was watching on CNBC. We got to check in on the suits. You guys think it's going to be a green day? You think it's going to be another about 10% gain today? Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I mean, the entire crypto market is just taking a big hit today. Taking a big hit. Not just Dogecoin, everything in general. Yeah, you're right. Here we go. Let's take a look. 2 minutes until the market opens. I'm gonna
Jay was on his game. Buller was on his game. They showed you they're not asleep. They get the stock market down a little. They get the froth down, and everybody wins. So I think these guys are masterful. I think that Kroger is a very interesting stock if it comes in. They do have some labor talks that are coming up. I do think, though, that as good as Albertsons or Kroger, it's Amazon.
I know the volume's okay.
Remember,
on that.
Amazon's not actually doing as well with fresh food as people think. I've got some pretty good internal intel there. Walmart's doing better, but Walmart stock, which my Travel Trust owns, is woof woof, and I don't mean Petco.
mean, I know you mentioned Amazon maybe in a different sort of context, but tech in and of itself is deflationary.
Thank you.
Just let me know.
It's disruptive deflationary, and the reason why Jay Powell has been reluctant to really ramp things up is, as he's been saying, look, I keep hearing that we're supposed to have inflation, and then we find a reason, find something that brings it down. If you go listen to the Adobe call, which I really think people should do, Jonathan Narayan, everything he's talking about is about being creative, being intelligent, but using digitization to bring down costs. So if you listen to him, you will say, you know what, I get it. He's deflationary, and especially for small business.
I want your point of view on, Scott Minerd from Guggenheim.
Yes.
Here's what he had to say about inflation. He was speaking midday yesterday, and I think he was echoing.
1 minute until the market opens. 1 minute till the market opens. Let's check on AMC. $61.40. 1 minute till the market opens. Okay, the market has officially opened. Let's see if we can get that bell going today. Huh. Didn't work. There we go. The bell. We got the bell today. Haha. There we go. Okay. We're at $61. $61 per share. Opened up in the green. Let's take a look at some of these other stocks. Okay, the company ATAI went public today. We talked about that a bit earlier. I mean, that was the only bell I could find. I didn't even know what it was gonna sound like. I didn't know what it was gonna sound like. We'll get a better bell for next week. It was like a school bell. I looked at like while we were on the stream, I typed up bell on Epidemic Sound, which is where I get all the music from, and that's what it came up with. That's what it came up with. But good news is we are starting the day off pushing our way up. We are going in the right direction this morning. Whew. Give this video, guys, a like if you are part of the AMC community. Let's see if we get that up to 200 likes. What about Dogecoin? People are saying, what about Dogecoin? What about Dogecoin? The entire crypto market is down big time today. Doge is not down any more than the market is. For example, Bitcoin's down 3%, Dogecoin's down 3%. Everything's down about 3-4% today. Good morning, Lisa. I appreciate you joining us today. We're at 146 likes. Let's see if we can crank that up to 200. If you guys think Dogecoin was gonna die, why do you even bother getting into it? Bunch of haters. I mean, if you think something's gonna do well, it's like with AMC. I tell everyone, don't buy AMC unless you just want to hold it and be a part of the movement and hold it long term. Like, not long term, but hold it for a while. Same with Dogecoin. Don't get into it if you don't believe in it. With any of these, you got to know the risks. You got to get in. You got to be willing to just be patient, stay with whatever happens, be patient the entire time. If we see these ups and downs in the prices, just stay with it. Good morning, good morning. We're getting a couple more people joining us right now as we're getting more likes on the video. Let's see if we can get it up to 200 likes this morning. AMC is opened up in the green. Across the board, we are seeing a couple of stocks, a couple of the meme stocks in the green. Workhorse is up 2.49%. Bed Bath & Beyond is up 1.19%. Skills in the green. GameStop, unfortunately, is a little in the red. Bitcoin support is holding, someone said. Yeah, we'll take a look at crypto in a couple of minutes. We'll take a quick look at crypto. Crypto right now, let's see. Down 3.91%. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's chart, we'll take a look at that. Bitcoin chart, there we go. Here we go, Bitcoin. Let's get that on the screen. Bitcoin's price right now is at $37,234. We have seen it really hold at that support for a while. We have been between 35 and 40,000. If we look at this, look at the 3-month, we really have a strong support at that $35,000 per coin in range. AMC is looking good. Yes, Lisa, it definitely is. So Bitcoin looks to be holding pretty strong. We have seen it the last couple of days. The key thing with crypto is we are seeing a bit of a trend, a bit of a change. People are moving over from altcoins more back into Bitcoin. The Bitcoin dominance right now, you can see the top of the screen, 45.3%. This shows how much like the Bitcoin dominance is in the market. Let's look over the last month. That's the total crypto market. We want to look at Bitcoin dominance. Where's Bitcoin dominance? Why isn't it showing us that? Okay, well, Bitcoin dominance is going up, where it's at 45.3%. So that's a bit of a change we're seeing right now in crypto, moving away from altcoins, moving back into Bitcoin. That typically happens when we see the market for crypto start to look a little bearish and people are getting a little worried. They take money out of altcoins, put it into Bitcoin. That's the typical thing that does happen. Yeah, I know. Everyone's freaking out, Gabe. Everyone's freaking out saying Dogecoin's dead. Meanwhile, Dogecoin's only down 4%. If you guys are just joining us, please be sure to like the stream. It helps me out a lot. Let's see if we get this up to 200 likes. Every single morning, we're going to go live. Doesn't matter if it's Saturday, Sunday, or the week. Any day we are going to be going live. On the weekends, obviously, we're not going to be talking about the stock market as much. We're going to be talking about crypto more. But most days, we're going to talk about both stocks and crypto. AMC's price right now, $62. Volume is pretty high. 16.56 million for volume this morning, a bit higher than we saw yesterday at this same time. For those of you who didn't see AMC, we saw a couple of reports come out. FUD being spread. FUD was being spread. People were saying that AMC was... I saw a bunch of reports saying AMC, that retail traders should go find something else, go find another game and should get out of AMC. That's just institutions trying to spread FUD, trying to get people scared and sell their positions. We talked about this report earlier. I don't know if you guys are new here, but AMC, for those of you who are new, great position, $2 billion in cash on hand. We also have that even though box office numbers are a bit lower, they're going to be able to sustain that. They're going to be able to have the cash and be able to support that for a couple of weeks and months to come. Boom, 150. Let's see if we get that up to 200 likes. By the way, Dogecoin is down approximately more than 50%. I mean, tech gaming, YouTube, tech gaming YouTube. You're saying that, but like the thing to keep in mind is that every single crypto is down like 50% from highs earlier in the year. If we look at the prices in March, look at the prices in, earlier in 2021, everything is down. It doesn't matter if it's Dogecoin, doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin, doesn't matter if it's Ethereum, it doesn't matter. All of them are down like 30, 40% from all-time highs. Caleb Diamond. What is up? Okay, here's the chart for AMC. Let's take a look over at GameStop, and then we're gonna take a look. We're gonna go back over to the suits, see how the suits are doing. We gotta check in on them. We gotta check in on the suits every once in a while. Okay, GameStop is down just a little bit, 0.45%. The bigger moves today look like they are. AMC is getting a lot of attention again this morning, 4.64%, and the other one looks to be Clean Energy Fuels, which is up 7%. Let's look at the 1 minute chart. Yeah, this looks to be like the getting more attention. 9.65 million for volume. That's pretty high. And AMC, we are seeing it break out a little bit. So yeah, okay, whatever's clever. You're saying that you think Coinbase is trying to lower its effect after what happened with ICP, Doge, Polkadot, and Solana listings. So the thing is, with Coinbase, what everyone's calling the Coinbase effect. Coinbase effect is when you see a coin listed on Coinbase and it goes up 91% within 5 days after being listed. The reason why we're not seeing that happen as much is because originally Coinbase had very few coins. it had a handful of coins listed on it. Not a handful, but a couple dozen. And as they continue to get more and more coins on there, the Coinbase effect is going to be less and less dramatic because people are already going to be invested in the coins they want. At first, it was like, oh my God, now so many more people can buy this coin because it's listed on Coinbase. But now the thing is most coins that people want to invest in, they already can invest in on Coinbase, or they have it on another platform. At first, it was like people might only use Coinbase as their main platform, and if a coin wasn't on Coinbase, well, they wouldn't bother investing. But the problem is now that trend has changed. We are seeing more coins listed on Coinbase, and we are seeing that if people can't find what they want on Coinbase, people are more open to going to another platform. So in my opinion, the Coinbase effect won't be as significant anymore as we see more and more coins being listed. People are saying, yikes for Dogecoin. I mean, it's down 4.8%, not great, but you gotta remember the entire crypto market is down. Lisa, AMC is at 4.3%. Yeah, it's at $63.43 per share. Looking pretty good. If you are just joining us, please be sure to like this stream. We're trying to get this up to 200 likes. We can do it. AMC ape community strong. Dogecoin community might be even stronger. And with both of you guys here, we could definitely do that. Kim Lee, how about Neo? Neo, we'll take a look at Neo. I'm doing a full breakdown on Neo in a couple of hours. The video will be posted. Neo is up 0.9%. Neo